Let's go ahead and play some idle pouring. So I'm going to create a new character and name him Hiro-san. And the goal of this character is to showcase kind of a min-max build. RNG also accounts for whether or not it's the best, and most likely it will not with my luck. So let's go ahead and create that character. It's going to be a novice for the first video, and a novice basically is the tutorial on new players, and I'll kind of explain what you need to do. But once we're in the game, we're gonna go ahead and just basically click everything and anything that says new or has a number so that we can collect the rewards. As well, we'll equip items as soon as we can because they will increase your stats. So let's go ahead and just click everything here. So let's go ahead and, like I said, keep clicking here. Let's click store under costume. That basically just removes the new tab. Let's click menu, mail, and claim all. I did want to point out as well, the chat room itself is currently Rune Midgard 2. I'll go ahead and click region and switch to Rune Midgard 3. That's usually where I hang out, so if you have questions or tips, feel free to go to Rune Midgard 3 and ask any questions. If I'm online, I'll throw out a response. The top left is the profile. We can go ahead and click on that and edit our profile if we want to. But the process of moving up maps is to click the challenge button. So while your character is challenging, you can, claim rewards or update your profile as well. So that's what I'm doing here. Bjack Lore is my name. So if you search Bjack Lore on YouTube, these are the first few videos, which is idle pouring. Thoroughly enjoyed the game, so definitely gonna put that out there. Now accelerate, I'll explain in the future date. It does require diamonds, so there are certain times that you do want to accelerate. Certain times you kind of want to hold back and just wait. So as you can see here, we're gonna go ahead and keep challenging until we get to our first wall. The first wall is going to be Frontera 7, where basically because you cannot advance further, you have to idle and get stronger, whether that be getting new items or leveling up to increase your stats. So we'll go ahead and just keep clearing until we get to Frontera 7. Alright, we killed the last guy with 12 HP, and we are at our wall. So let's go and check market. Looks like 2 hours left. Claim, and I'm doing about 10 damage to the boss. Our aim is to do about 21 damage per hit, or 20 damage per hit and critical a couple times, and then we'll be able to beat him. So right now we are at our wall, and more or less we're probably just gonna idle until we clear. That being said, I will go ahead and explain the map. So next to the battle button is the map button. So if you take a look where it says challenge, it's right next to it. It says map. Previous bosses that you've beaten, you can raid 3 times a day to get their pieces. You want to make sure that you do raid their pieces each day, because eventually they become extremely important. And this is true about any pet, because a pet unlocks a certain skill. So for example, pouring or lunatic will unlock certain skills, or they'll unlock certain levels of a particular skill. So while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and check the auto sell tab, which is next to the chat and combat info. If you click the auto sell tab, you'll notice every item is checked, which means when you kill a monster or clear a map or basically idle, you start to collect equipment. So make sure everything is checked. And then of course we'll go ahead here and click on my friends, and notice we're following no one. We want to follow at least 6 people so we can pat them. Now when we pat them, we get honor, and honor unlocks skills, so they unlock hero skills. So it's very important to do that, as well as send an icy rose. You can also click players' names in the chat and then click follow. So we'll go ahead and follow this guy. Follow a couple more people here. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll go back to the city tab, friend, and then we'll start patting them. So again, you get 6 pats a day, which is 40 honors times 6, which is it adds up eventually. And also you want to gift someone an icy rose once a day, and that takes 50 diamonds. Now if you don't do that, your wall again means you'll get stuck at rebirth 2, because you need a particular skill, which is honor level 39. So you need to unlock a lot of honor in order to achieve that. So we'll go ahead and try the boss again, see if we do 21 damage or not. And while we're waiting, I'll kind of explain, if you click the city, there is the starter pack, which if you recharge, you get some free stuff. The VIP, SVIP, Pet Master, they are benefits that you can purchase with real cash money. They do help quite a bit, because if you get it early on, it helps a ton. And then your growth task you want to complete as soon as possible. They give you 1 week from starting to complete it. So we're doing about 16 damage, which means we are gonna die, so we can go ahead and ignore that. I'll add a couple more people, and I'll go ahead and pet them and get the rest of my pet quests done. And again, still doing 18 only, so we're getting close. So as you can see, I idled a little and gained a level, and with that, I should be doing 21 damage to the grasshopper, or the rocker as he's called in Ragnarok Online. That being said, he is dead, and that concludes kind of the first wall and the novice tutorial. I mean, you'll basically do this until you complete your job change under hero, and you can select your first job, and I'll explain that on the next video. See you guys next time.